Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Jacob again. If you have ever had a project break because you updated a package for a different project, or you struggled to run an old pieces of code because your system was still too new, this is where Python environment saves the day. They create an isolated reproducible workspace for each of your projects. So let me break down how I'm going to do this video. Step 1, I'm going to show you how to create a new Conda virtual environment. Step 2, I'm going to show you how to activate the virtual environment. And step 3, I'm going to show you how to install the needed packages in Anaconda. So let's get into it. So why do we need to create a virtual environment? So creating a virtual environment is the foundation. Is you trying to tell a Conda to build a new empty room for your project, completely separated from everything else in your machine. So for you to create a virtual environment, I'll open my terminal like this, and remember this is a fresh folder. So what I need to do is to type Conda create flag name and followed by the virtual environment name. So the virtual environment name can be anything. So this to Conda here is a command that you are telling the Conda that you want to create a virtual environment, followed by this where the flag name, where you are saying that the next thing that follows is my virtual environment name. And remember, you must have your network on when you must be connected to internet when you want to create your virtual environment in Conda. So now I'll type hit enter, so allow it to install. Let me give you a pro tip while waiting for the installation. Always specify your Python version at creation. This is very important if you are going to do any project that has to do with older version, right? So it allow you to be sure of reproducibility from the start. You can specify a Python version, and this way you can if it is important that your project needs an older version, you can specify. So I'll say yes, and then it will start creating, and our virtual environment has been created. So now you can see this is the beauty of Anaconda. So because it knows I've already created a virtual environment, this is how it's telling me this is how I can activate my virtual environment, and this is how I can deactivate my virtual environment. So what I need to do is now I want to activate it for you to see that this is actually working. So I'm going to copy it here and then paste it for you like this. Okay, and once I hit enter, you will be able to see that this is the virtual environment is activated. All right, so now with what you are seeing now, you can see that we now have a virtual environment that is activated. So this is how we can use Anaconda to create a virtual environment and activate it. All right, so once we type Conda activate my project, then the virtual environment is activated. And when we can also do something like this, sorry, let's deactivate it. All right, I'm on PowerShell. I can decide to use command prompt. All right, and you can always change to command prompt or any other thing, but yeah, I'm on PowerShell. So if I want to do it, I want to deactivate, all I need is just Conda, and then I'll deactivate. So like this, Conda deactivate. So this is how you can create a virtual environment and deactivate the virtual environment. All right, so if you are on Mac OS, is the same thing. So just Conda activate my project, that's how you activate it. And if you want to deactivate, it's the same command. So if you are on a Mac OS, this is how you do. If you are on Linux, this is the same command, so it's not different. All right, so now if you want to install any package, for example, let's say I want to install pandas, all I need to do, I'll call Conda like this, and then I'll call numpy, and I will hit enter, and I will install numpy, and numpy will be installed on my system. Now if I also need other library, okay, let's say I need other library, pandas, numpy, scikit-learn, I'll just keep adding them, and then once I hit enter, then it starts downloading as many as you want, but just make sure that the spellings are correct. This is how you can install a new library or packages using Conda. So by following these 3 steps, you have just built a clean self-contained workspace. So any package you install here will only exist here, preventing conflict and making your project stable and portable. So, and then why this is a game changer for you, why this is very important, is that using Anaconda environment gives you 2 superpower. Number 1, isolation. Okay, your project is sandboxed. All right, you can have project A running on the Django 3.5, and you can have project B running on Django 3.10. So all of this is what a virtual environment, Conda environment, does for you. Number 2 is the reproducible. So you can easily share your project with others or your future self by exporting a list of all the packages and their versions. So this guarantee it runs on the same way in their machine. So how do you do that? All you need to do is to do something like this. So you can call Conda. So you call Conda like this. We call Conda, then we call env, then we'll now say export. We call the export command. Okay, export command. Then what we do, we now create a YML file. Okay, so we call the YML environment like this. We call it environment.yml like this. Okay, and so when we hit enter, this environment.yml file is the blueprint that others can use to recreate an identical environment. So I'm saying that if you create a virtual environment, other people can use your own virtual environment by you exporting it and sending it to them. So by so doing, they are on the same environment, same as you. So if you are using project that uses different different versions of libraries and packages, so you can see that our environment has been automatically created. So this is how to create an environment and get it shared. I want to say that managing environment is a fundamental skill for any Python developer. So it saves countless hours of debugging, but it works on my machine problem. All right, so I want to ask you a question. How do you manage your Python environment? Do you use Conda, a built-in VMV, or another tool like Poetry? Try it now and comment below. Create a new environment for a small project and let me know how it goes. What's your go-to package that you can install first? See you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Bye.